A couple of you asked in some of the comments to the previous Airsoft videos about the pyrotechnics that they use here at Combat South. And there's basically three different kinds, two of which we can show you here. The third kind being the blank firing grenade, which people buy themselves. And they're exactly as the name suggests. They're blank 9mm or 12 gauge shotgun ammunition, which goes inside a reusable grenade, and literally you prime it, you throw it, bang, fires the blank. After the game you go and collect it up again. Reusable hand grenades. These are the disposables. Now there's two kinds. This is your traditional BB grenade, and as you can hear, it's basically full of BBs. And this is a Mark 5 Thunder Flash. Now here at Combat South, either one of these is used as a grenade. The rule with these used to be, when it exploded, if any of the BBs hit you, you were dead. But they're pretty weedy as fragmentation grenades go. Now the rule is, if one of these goes off anywhere within 5 meters of you, you're hit, unless you can get some solid cover, like a tree or a building or whatever, between you and the source of the explosion. And the way they work is very, very simple. Instructions are actually on the cap, and it's literally just a case of twist the cap off. At the top there's a striker, then put it in the other hand, ready to throw it. Fire in the hole. There you go. Simple as. Same with the Mark 5 Thunder Flash. As you can see, there's a striking surface on the top, and you literally just twist the cap off, hold it in the correct hand for throwing, strike it, and hopefully it'll work, and get rid of it. And that one's a dud. Couldn't make it up. Oh well, anyway, there you go. So if I hadn't been giving it to me for free, I'll be demanding my money back on that one. But there you go, that's the basic idea. Airsoft pyrotechnics, completely safe. Obviously, if one of them gets thrown at you and lands at your feet, don't try and kick it away. Don't bend over and try to pick it up and throw it back. Right, just you know, your fingers are worth more than a £2 Mark 5 Thunder Flash. Airsoft pyrotechnics.
Yeah? Do you want to load your guns ready then? So you're the trolley boy then?
That's right, yeah.
Put your hand up every time you hit, yeah? Right, line out guys, ready?
Line out?
Yeah.
Don't get shot.
Notice the blowback mechanism on the Scar H. It's actually an electric rifle, it's not gas, but the latest design of Tokyo Marui automatic electric guns feature that recoil mechanism on the cocking handle. They are rather expensive though. I got mine for £540. Bought from Combat South. There's somebody brave over there. They had a sniper in that direction too. Yeah, he's well out of range. Don't know what it is about that recoil mechanism, but when you start shooting, you just don't want to stop. That's the only problem with these high capacity magazines is they hold a lot of ammo, but they're clockwork fed, so you have to keep winding them to make sure they continue to feed ammo into the breech of the weapon. Right, what we got here? difficult to see. A lot of people moving around there, but I don't know how many of them are in play. There goes their sniper. He knows he's out of range. Well, I say sniper, designated marksman. It's not like he's trying to be stealthy. Suppressive fire more than anything else at this kind of range. Scene. This thing has some rate of fire. I was on that fucking sniper though. Unless you got 3 kills up there, there's more of them. Sniper looks like... Is that sniper hit? He looks it, okay. What we got, Tonka? Tonka, what we got?
There's someone over there and I can't quite see where they are.
Yeah, I can hear them, I can't see them.
Must be in good cover. One more over there, Reg, been snuck in somewhere.
Ah, great, I'm starting to steam up again. I hope you guys are getting this. Got him. Now we've done it.
Run right through the middle.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do need to know his nickname and what is the... There's no one get shot?
No.
One. Oh really? One.
I think we did deploy a bit of tactics.
Yeah. Well, the case is a good calling.
Yeah.
Just keep on calling to each other.
Yeah,
that's it.
We decided not to. We decided to hold the line.
Well, they didn't really charge right forward either.
No.
It was nothing happened the first minute or
We
so.
went together. That's well done.
I was peppering him from like one angle. And he
I mean, do you want to do a swap or do you want to go straight into the...
Well, 25 to 11 at the moment.
we could go I've got a carpet pit then, I think.
Who got the sniper?
It wasn't me. I put plenty of shots at him, but I didn't have the range.
Anyone have any issues with guns?
I could go and get my sniper rifle. It's in the base.
Sometimes I think it can be not as fun though, if you're back all the time. Someone had to be a hero there.
Yeah, who was the duty hero? We got the flag.
Good calling.
Flag on.
Yeah, good one.
Took out 4 of them.
I'm taking the old Tokyo Marui VSR G-Spec sniper rifle out. Unfortunately, it's a really humid day, and as soon as I start moving, my eye protection starts to steam up. And, well, you have to stop moving if you want to aim and hit anything through the sights of a bolt-action rifle. So this was a little frustrating. Of course, if you weren't such a disgusting fat body private pile, your body wouldn't be producing enough heat to make your goggles steam up. So, yeah. Need to see them first. I don't know if you can see that guy in the shack. See, I can see, so yeah, there's one of them in the shack. Next time he does that, I'm going to have him. Come on. Come on. Only 3 minutes left. I'm steaming up again. It's no good, I can't see anything. Oh man.
Yeah, that's game over. Make your weapons safe and head towards the safe zone below for a cup of tea.
They didn't know the pistol was empty.
I had to use my grenade and my smoke in the end. The grenade didn't quite roll into that bunker as I'd like to have done.
Damn it.
I was a bit nasty.
I'll just sit here.
And they all just started shooting.
Make sure they're safe.
Right folks, this is one of my favourite weapons. This is my SR16, Stoner Rifle 16. It's got a Hurricane metal body kit, solid stock for big battery. Basically it's a custom M4. Got the old aim point scope on the top. This was actually the property of the owner of Combat South, and he sold it to me about 7 years ago. This weapon has been sitting in a cupboard in my bedroom for about 7 years. Because it's the custom metal body fit, it doesn't pop open and strip the way a normal M16 or M4 does. So I wasn't actually able to get this thing open and service it before playing today. Been sitting in my cupboard for 7 years, picked it up, popped a battery in it, loaded a magazine, and it fires first time. Amazing piece of kit. Lovely weapon. Love it to bits.
So it's assault the village time. The rules are at the beginning of the game. The village is surrounded by a river. There are 3 bridges, 3 crossing points. You can only cross over one of the bridges. Now there aren't enough defenders to concentrate defences on all 3 of the bridges, so initially it's a sort of reconnaissance by fire, where you're trying to figure out where you can mass your forces in order to punch through one of the defences. And it's looking like the bridge at the front of the village is the least strongly held, which is unusual. So whittle down some of the defenders at first. And the trick, I mean, I'm making it sound more tactical than it is, but the trick is to whittle down the defenders at one of the crossing points and then punch through. But obviously if you mass at one of the crossing points, then the defenders know which way the attack's coming from. But, you know, again, communication isn't that good. It's not like there's one commander marshalling his forces and saying, okay, we need to pull our reserves over the bridge A and all that sort of stuff. It's just, it's every man for himself. Things just tend to flow rather than be directed, if you know what I mean. It's a lot of fun though. When you have an organised weekend event like the in-country Vietnam game that I did a series of videos on, then yeah, you would have people in command directing forces to plug gaps and moving their reserves around and all that sort of stuff. But in a regular Sunday walk-on day, there are no team commanders or anything. It's just everybody doing what they think is best. And that's the fastest I've moved my fat old ass in years. I'll have to stop for a rest after that. And while there's nobody in charge, you will get people taking charge of people around them. You know, and if you sound like you know what you're doing and you've got enough authority in your voice, you'd be surprised. People tend to... I'm not going to say people want to be led, but if you look like you know what you're doing, people will, sometimes very foolishly, do what you're telling them to do. They're under no compulsion to do so, obviously. Right, made it into the village. Now it's time to start spending some money. Get those flashbangs out. Of course, at this stage, there's one thing I really wish I had spent some money on, and that was sorting out a sling for my SR16. But pyros are by far the most effective and safest way of clearing structures. The rule is, if you're inside the same building or the same room when a pyro goes off, you are hit. A lot of fire coming in from the side there, and I don't know if it's people attacking or people defending, so I want to make sure my flank's secure before I push any further in. Ain't no such thing as friendly fire in this game. It's all very, very unfriendly. Oh, defender spotted in the open. Take him out. This is my hooch. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I've cleared the ground floor, but I don't know if there's anybody upstairs. So, time to spend a bit more money. Get those thunder flashers out. Because I ain't climbing the ladder if there's a bloke with a gun waiting up there for me. Best £2 I ever spent. I can see the comments now. Oh my god, Jingles, this game's so pay to win. Yeah, once you push this far into the village, it's won. Be a shame to get capped by somebody hiding in one of the hooches, however. So, time to get my wallet out once again. There's only one way into that building, so I'm not too worried about clearing it. If there was anybody in there, they're dead. A couple more panicked offenders in the open around the other side. Pick one of them off. Rewind the magazine. Get ready to move on to the next building. More defenders running around like headless chickens. Thank you. Easy kill.